Where was I? I had something I had to do here.
You were asking me about food preparation during the break.
Oh, yeah. I had a question for you about food preparation. Because
Okay.
I got this whole story from a food scientist and all these mistakes that you're making in the kitchen. Let me ask you this. You buy a package of fryers, fryer parts, chicken fryers. You buy, let's say, a chicken breast or whatever. You buy some fresh poultry in the supermarket. You're going to, do up some cutlets or whatever.
Okay.
When you bring your chicken home and you're getting ready to cook dinner with your fresh supermarket chicken, what is the first thing you do?
Open the package.
Yep.
And then rinse it off.
No!
I want to get all the salmonella off of it.
No. Roxanne, this is actually, I've known this for a while. This has been publicized for a number of years now. No. You're guess what? You think you're rinsing the potential salmonella off? No. You're splattering your salmonella all over your kids' faces.
And then when Daviana goes and does the dishes, then she's sudsing around in all the salmonella.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
silly me.
You do not. That's like number one on the list. The story was, I'm a food scientist. You're making these 7 dangerous cooking mistakes. And like number one is like, don't wash actually, number one is wash your hands. The number one mistake is people don't wash their hands. Ugh. When we have like potluck day, like at the studio, and we have when people bring food from home and they cook it themselves, it's tough for me to do that because I don't think about this in a restaurant for some reason, but with people at home that I work with, I just think about them like scratching their crotch and then like kneading the dough or something or,
consuming food that you haven't prepared is a leap of faith, always.
All right. Anyway, no, do not wash your chicken because you're splattering any bacteria all over the place. It's a major, major no-no that any salmonella or bacteria that's on your chicken, it is going to be more than annihilated when you cook it to the proper temperature, to the internal temperature of 3,339 degrees, which is recommended. So it's not 3,339. You're not going to say anything?
Yeah, I was trying to do the math on that.
You don't want
I don't cook.
The internal chicken temperature should not be 3,000. I think you can melt titanium at that. What else? Oh, wash your hands. Do not rinse your chicken. Do not use the same utensils when handling raw and cooked meat. People do that all the time. Oh, not using a meat thermometer is a major no-no. I cooked some pork last night. I had some...
I worry about pork the most.
I use a meat thermometer all the time. Plus, it helps me to get my temperature right when I'm broiling a steak and I want it medium rare. When I cook my famous pan-seared salmon, I want to make sure that I have a little line of pink in there. I don't want to overcook and dry out my salmon. I have a meat thermometer. In fact, I wear it on my sleeve like I'm a chef.
Wow, that's
Ooh.
impressive.
In fact, I'm wearing it right now. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
Really want to be a chef.
Yeah. We should really all be just writing these tips that you're giving us down, MJ, because I know you've bragged many a times that you've never gotten food poisoning.
I have never. I hear from people all the time. And like, Froggy, that's like one of your excuses for like taking off from work. Number one, survey says... migraine.
Yeah.
All right. So
Go ahead, make fun of my disease.
No, I'm not. But number two for you is food poisoning. You've had food poisoning probably the years that you've worked on the show since what? You've been with us since late 90s?
I don't know. Maybe a couple times here and there. That
Froggy,
one lobster roll got me.
Froggy, you have used food poisoning to call in sick at least a dozen times. I have never had food poisoning in my life. And you've had it.
You don't eat like me. I eat behind gas stations.
Out of dumpsters?
Yeah. If your restaurant's back behind a gas station, I'm in.
Then,
I think one time I used food poisoning for an excuse.
I've never had food poisoning. I'm sorry. I've never had it. You know, you hear about people, I'm laid up. I can't leave the bathroom.
You get dehydrated. It's awful.
You know, look, I've never had food poisoning.
You can't stop moving your limbs.
All right, number 5 is forgetting to store leftovers within 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, we've let stuff sit out longer than that. Thawing meat on the counter. You're not supposed to. Marinating or thawing meat on the counter is a no-no because the bacteria, the germs can multiply at room temperature, big old breeding ground. So you should not thaw meat on the counter. And then also, last on the list here, these are food scientist says these are 7 dangerous cooking mistakes. Eating certain foods when you're high at risk. So high risk does not equal high reward. People with weakened immune systems, children under the age of 5, you should be careful with certain foods. Like I think of maybe oysters, shellfish, undercooking meats, or eggs. If you're immunocompromised, you should be careful there. But, Roxanne, I think the biggest is, man, wash your damn hands and don't rinse your raw chicken in the sink.
Okay.
And fling salmonella potentially all over your kitchen.
Ugh.
All over your kid's little Barbie play set.
Yep.
Now they play with Barbie salmonella.
Oh, new Barbie coming out.
Yeah, Barbie.
Nice.
You like that?
She's all salmonella up.
Barbie's salmonella kitchen.
Yep, and she serves raw. Yeah. She serves raw oysters.
Raw chicken.
In months without ours.
Push the button for her to vomit.
Yeah,
pull the string.
Push the button on the back of Barbie's back. There it is.